There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been finding ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong, and I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been finding ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. And alone, I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare, 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me, that's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me, hold your hand while the pain was over, keep you warm by the roaring sea. Oh, you meant the world to me. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're mine now.
All right. Welcome to another fine day of Overwatch. Today we got ONU against, I believe it's Olivet Nazarene. Starting off here on Legion as we continue for ONU. Starting off, not quite going to fight as Sydney and Sombra gets moved off the map. And we are immediately down one. I'd say ONU can still fight for a little bit while we're back down. Hopefully they'll take more casualties. Oh, Harry has that Sotra, missed it just by a little bit. However, Olivet Nazarene is down there tanked, so ONU could likely rush in here. Begin the rush, immediately take out all of its BAP, taking out their Ashe and their supports, and this is just a nice, clean, real quick take back. See, like both teams tend to run an Orisa comp right about now. We had Malga, he was meta for a little bit, but now it's they put him back in the dirt. Back to horse meta. Orisa is here to stay. Interesting. Nazarene decided to take up residence on this high ground. They seem to be kind of trapped back there. Wilson and finding a good pick on that Ashe. Harry decides to pop the ult. Doesn't quite manage to find anyone, but it did manage to scramble the team just enough for them to clean up this fight here. Trying to see if we can get this Lucio stagger. Not quite. We'll get him next time. Alright, 50% here on this first point. Looks like we have a few ults coming up here on the side of ONU. They seem to be more prepared here. Being able to catch that rotation by Nazarene. Million's trying to lock down all these sidelines, signed it back to point as Nazarene starts to rush in. We pop the Kitsune. Nazarene pops a beat in response. Ooh, Nazarene also opts for the Orisa ult. Doesn't quite manage to find anyone. Harry decides to pop the overclock as well. Does not manage to find too much effectiveness with it as Nazarene also pops the window. A lot of Q presses here. And looks like, based on the kill feed here, it looks like this has gone the way of Nazarene. Their Q presses are just better. Even still, Harry trying its best to get some ult charge, so the ONU's more prepared for this fight next time. Nazarene did have to use a lot of resources there, both support ults. It makes that ONU is up in that ult economy. Alright, ONU opting to swing wide here as Andrew looks for a pick with that EMP. Harry gets a nice clean overclock there. Alright, it seems like we only need to use those two ults right there, and it seems like now it's just ONU's just needing to clean up. I know, like, they did slightly nerf Sombra with those emergency Malga changes as well, slightly increasing that EMP ult cost, but honestly, I don't really see how that changes much. A free fight win is a free fight win. Ooh, Nazarene opts to throw in that bomb, but Harry catches the Ashe himself out. Gets a nice clean headshot there. Harry gets stuck with a pulse bomb though. Yeah, now both teams are scrambling to find as many picks as they can. Sinan takes out Lucio. Oh, but Nazarene's Tracer managed to take out Odie. Seems like this fight isn't going too well for ONU here. Million's trying to take out that Orisa, but he has that Kiriko healing him. Alright, ONU now at 99. Just need one more good team fight to take this first point. At this point, it's a matter of Odie having to build that Kitsune and seeing if that can carry it through. But it does look like Nazarene has some more ults ready. Odie opted for it. Get that Kiri. Very good. Decides to pop that Kitsune rush, deciding to find some more value here. And wow, what a clean team fight here. Odie decides to get another pick on top of that, because she can. Oh, but the Lucio managed to touch with the beat, and the Kiri's back too! Our millions opted to find that Kiri, manages to find the Lucio instead, and they managed to cap. That could have been horrible. Oh, yeah. All right, little shaky there, but we're moving on to control center.
They have this coming, so let's give it to them.
Merm decided to celebrate with a little partay.
Let's get started. Got a lot of systems that need hacking.
All right, so it looks like Nazarene's gonna have a little bit of a comp switch, opting to trade in the Ash for a Cassidy, and looks like ONU's decided to switch up their DPS line here for a nice little TP out of spawn, try to take that white room as fast as possible. Yet they are gonna win, and this, we'll see where this fight goes. Tends to be a bit of a scramble once both teams get into this little choke part here. Sin opting for that Junkrat, the all reliable, even though he's not that great in the meta. Honestly, sometimes it's just how you play the hero. So he's starting to get pressure at Lucio, opts to go out. Use that Suzu. Absolutely tears apart Nazarene's support line, and this is going to be a nice, clean fight for ONU, capping the first point this fight. Trying to kill this Orisa, get a nice quick stagger on him. Nazarene's Orisa's Vortex tries to get that Mega to survive, not quite going to get there. And now ONU's going to try to hold this close. Nazarene opted to go in a little bit and without their tank. I don't know, ONU probably could have picked someone there. Made this team a little more staggered than they already were. Alright, it seems like ONU is going to get quite a few ults here before Nazarene can to continue keeping this point for themselves. We'll see Nazarene opting to go wide onto this high ground, try to pressure off that Junkrat and get some dominance here. The tire. Not. Oh, alright, finds the Orisa. I thought they were going for a TP tire there. That would have been pretty neato. But it looks like this is going to go for ONU anyway. What a spear. But Nazarene's Cassidy manages to get his. And at this point there, he's just going to get staggered. After a little bit of trouble there. And this first map here has been pretty fast. ONU already at 67 for the second point. And now we've come to the part of the game where, hey, let's see who presses Q better. Here we go. Alright, both teams managed to get Sune. ONU decides to go with a wall as well. Nazarene decides to respond with a beat. And the Noon. Noon gets destroyed. Oh, but Nazarene's Orisa decides to find two with the Terra Surge. But it looks like this is still kind of even. It's just a matter of, it's just millions looking to hold down this point against this Soj and Orisa here. He could probably do it, I believe. If he missed the spear, if he didn't miss the spear, he probably could have taken it. I believe. I mean, it's 99%. This is the first time Nazarene's capped the point here, so they had to. Not only do they have to play this map perfectly if they want the win, they also need the next map as well. Seems like Nazarene also switched. Dr. Jack switches up again, decides to go for a Hanzo pick here. Some of these sidelines could be pretty good for a little defensive Hanzo play. Oh, finding an early pick on the Harry Sim. Not quite going how ONU thought. But the trap of the Lucio, they tried to capitalize on it. Not quite going to happen. ONU opting to hold this corner just outside of White Room. They don't want to go back and have to rush in that choke again. Sidon has the tire charged. He's going to go on a little flanky here. Let's see what happens. Opting to drop in on him here. Let's see where we go. They know he's up there. Doesn't quite match. Oh, and it gets shotted. All right. Nazarene opts to try to keep this momentum going. Looks like the Soj tries to overclock. She goes for it. On Harry Sim goes down again. Lily decides, hey, look at this Orisa. This is a very cool looking Orisa. I'm going to look at that. Oh, already gets the point flip. It was almost a C9. We have that. Oh my goodness. There's. can barely keep up with this. Looks like ONU looking. They just need to clear off this point and they take this map. But it doesn't look like they're quite going to get there, even with Harry swapping for speed, trying to put in some work. That Hanzo's one, very good. And it actually does go the way of ONU, and that is a map 1 win for the Bears. Press Q better! And they managed to do that. I gotta say though, this I think this is winnable for Nazarene. I think this Orisa especially was putting on some pressure here. I think this is this is shaping up to be a good game. Like ONU sweep map 5. Who knows with how this game is nowadays. Yeah, honestly, like I feel like in terms of like macro, it kind of feels even, but ONU is just kind of managing to pull out the dub in more of these team fights.
Got that better team synergy.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like on the side of Nazarene, Dr. Jack trying to find out what kind of works best against ONU's various team comps. With mixed success, there was a little more success with the Ashe on that night market point. But we'll just have to see what happens here. And it seems like Nazarene, since it's loser's pick, they're busy voting. And it also looks like we are gonna head over to Eichenwald for our hybrid map. See, here's the thing. It's not really. You said it was a rare. See, here's the thing, is that no one picks Eichenwald because King's Row exists, and King's Row is peak. It's like the best hybrid map in the game. But hey, maybe that's part of Nazarene's strategy here. Go with the map that a lot of teams tend to not run, because KR is just better. I gotta say, I'm pretty excited for these Season 10 changes. Like, coins in the Battle Pass, first new DPS hero since Sojourn. It's gonna be great. Hopefully. This game will be, like, actually half decent and deserves the 2 now. It's great.
It's maybe not gonna be the lowest rated game on Steam.
Oh, no, that will never change. Yeah. That will never change. Nazarene opting to make some switch here to the support line as well, getting a new player here. But yeah, no, it's Overwatch 2 will probably always be the lowest rated game on Steam because it's the first time people are able to actually speak their mind on an active Blizz game because Battle.net doesn't have a review system.
That's probably for the best, for their sake.
Yeah. And then everyone cooled down when Diablo came out because that also required you to actually buy the game first before you could leave a review, and it's still like mixed. God, when it first launched on Steam, it was not pretty. Either way, ONU opting to run defense first here on Eichenwald. Hopefully trying to, yeah, we'll see. Maybe trying to have this map go a little faster if they're able to. Oh my goodness! Sorry, I had some Chipotle right before I came over here. That's still working through my system. So you have a bit of a comp switch here for Nazarene, looking to run a Sigma comp with double sniper. We'll see how that goes. We saw a little bit of Dr. Jack's Hanzo on last point on Lijiang. We haven't seen the King Bean's Widow.
2, 1.
Let's see what happens. The back here goes well for some high healing potential. Plus that that Kitsune rush still remains an insane ult to use. Why Million's having to use up some of these cooldowns here and has to back out. Nazarene has to use that kinetic grasp though to get a little bit more space here towards point. Dr. Jack finds a headshot on Odie, but Harry finds one back onto King Beans. Both teams are still even here. This is still anybody's fight. It could be Nazarene's cap. Harry tries to get a little bit farther in there, tries to pressure out this BAP, get a final blow on him. But in the meantime, Nazarene's messing up our backline. Harry still trying to find it, and seems like Dr. Jack honestly just trying to pop off here. Harry almost manages to find a final blow on him, but it looks like this is going to be a very fast cap for Nazarene. I gotta say, I'm not sure how I feel about the cast here. Almost gets picked too. Wow, that's why you have those health bar changes. But yeah, no, I'm honestly not sure how I feel about the cast here. Let's see what happens. Millions trying to hold down the fort as this cart decides to pass by right under them. Nazarene opts to just kind of stick cart, get it through as fast as they can, not rush castle. ONU has this Kitsune rush ready. Nazarene has a window to counter. Opts to drive in there. Finds, almost missed, finds the BAP, who manages to window. Very nice. Very nice team fight here. No staggers, just in and out. Man, that cart just definitely moved a lot, though. Almost halfway through this second part of the map. We'll later figure out if all that sacrificing a cart push was worth it in the end. All right, ONU manages to take out that Sigma barrier. Oh, Million's going to try to look for a nice environmental here. Gets shielded, though. Gets blocked. Millions opts to meet him here in this small, confined little castle area. Backs up. Tries to let them come to us. Nazarene opts to Kitsune through this little choke here to try to get as much space they can. Uses Immor pretty early as someone's on the card, getting even more push. Seems like Nazarene's BAP finds a final blow onto our own little Cassidy here. And now it's just a tank battle on this bridge. And they're just getting card pushed. They're now 3 on card, and it's almost to the castle. Millions has to get in there, trying to get that Arista Terror Surge again. Managed to boot that BAP off there, off the bridge. Finds the Hanzo. And Harry's coming back, trying to manage to find the Kiri. That could have been pretty bad. Yeah, that's kind of the issue with Ike, is that you have to hit on defenses, you have to hit a balance between low and high ground defense. Like, if you're able to lock down this opening spawn here so that they can't move, then it's the easiest one in the world. But now they can just go through castle since it's just right into the spawn. All right, Millions finds a nice kill on that immortality field. At this point, just cleaning up once again. Hopefully we can find some of this DPS line to minor stagger. Oh, I know that cast is one. See, this is what I mean now with kind of this high ground and low ground defense, is that Nazarene's comp isn't exactly built for speed. So no matter where they go, they're going to have to be under fire from ONU's team no matter where they go. Often go through castle again. Odie's Kitsune to try to catch him, but they're just going straight for the cart. Find an early kill on the BAP and his Immor. Then Nazarene tried to get some going with a Noon there. Doesn't find anyone though. Instead he's finding the tail end of Harry's railgun shot. I also didn't notice this, but we actually have a switch from onto the Merm Zenyatta, which I personally really like. And I don't know about the Nazarene switch to the Monkey. Because if we're able to get a Discord onto that Monkey, that Winston will get burned like you wouldn't believe. All right, down to 60 seconds here. Looks like Nazarene might have enough resources here to finally push this car through castle and get their push a little more out there. Wow, very nice Suzu there by Odie. Managed to save the team from that Hanzo Dragons. Though Dr. Jack does get his in the form of Harry. Oh, he's going to be back fast by the time Nazarene manages to respawn here. I'm also not sure about the monkey here because this comp, like the rest of the composition, isn't really built for dive. Like, Sojourn can kind of get in there with Winston, but they have to use that power slide, which can be a really effective resource in not dying. And the Hanzo just isn't a dive character. Baptiste especially isn't really going to find much value here, but I guess it's just a matter of the monkey trying to get in there and do something. Millions finds an early kill on the Dr. Jack. We're here in overtime. Fight gets the BAP off the edge, deciding to go in. Even with both support ults, it's Nazarene just can't find anything here. And just like that, looks like we're going to have this cart stop right here, just at the edge of second. I gotta say, I thought Nazarene were going to have ONU on the ropes there for a while, especially with that first fight in point capture. But right now, it kind of seems like they're back to what they were looking like on Lijiang. God, yeah, double sniper. Here's the thing, is that double sniper, you need to have two separate sight lines to look down to maximize the output of that that high damage sniper potential. The difficult part here is on Eichenwald, it's just that choke that you have to push through, and if you can't push through that, you're not getting those two sight lines. Like, well, here's the thing, is you're just kind of, I don't know, you know? Still kind of feels like you're looking down the same corridor.
5, 4, 3.
All right, Nazarene opting to try to mostly mirror that general composition that ONU had with the horses tank. King Beans opted for Junkrat, seeing if he can diff the Sinnin and Rat here. I would say that probably will not happen. Also going for a Moira here on their support line to get some more damage in there, which I personally like. I think Moira is actually stupidly good this season. Yeah, Harry's still trying to get some value here by going on a little bit of a flank. I'd say ONU may need to take this point as fast as they can so they have as many resources as possible to push it through first. Millions is just caught out here at the mercy of Vortex, and he just dies for it. Although we did manage to get a kill onto King Beans in the meantime. And the Moira. And at this point, ONU's opting to actually step back for a little bit, since it's just that Harry and Merm and Odie. See, I think we have a Synonym switching to Sombra here. Trying to maybe get a nice little pick on that Hanzo in the back line, distract him for a bit, get that one-shot potential out off our team. Harry opting to play that very dangerously as at 5 health. Millions opts to rush onto the point, gets a kill on the Junkrat. The weak, they get a kill on Harry in response. Sin and managed to get the final blow on the tank with the virus, and now ONU seems to just be able to clean up here as much as Nazarene looks to contest and waste their time. That was some nice movement from Joel D there. Alright, Nazarene looks for another couple switches. The DPS line opting now for Cass May. which, no, yeah, May can just kind of spam down this, down onto ONU as they're pushing the cart through here. Millions goes in rather quick here. Nazarene pops a window to stop them from coming through. Now ONU's just waiting for that window to go down before they can fully push up there. Harry opting to stay on this card while the rest of the team goes through castle. Millions finds a kill on that other Orisa. And it seems like the rest of ONU are just now going to look to get the resties out of here, maybe in a bit of a stagger. That Baps one. Oh my goodness, this stagger. By the time Nazarene fully re-ups for another fight here, it looks like this cart's gonna almost be at the edge onto last fight territory. With ONU almost at 5 ults as well, I think we're gonna be in for an absolutely insane Q press. Nazarene goes first with Coalescence. Harry managed to find a kill on the tank and the Mei. So now Millions is trying to fight everyone off, and this was... wow. That's map number 2 for ONU. I feel like I blinked and that attack phase was over. Yeah, Harry was putting in the work here on Sojourn a lot, honestly a lot more than he was on Lijiang. Don't worry about that. Those missed shots were intentional. Yeah. Yeah, gotta give him a chance. The Harry Soj goes so nuts that he has to hold himself back. Man, overall, this is clean. This is exactly what I'd expect out of RC, even with all the changes that ONU's Overwatch teams have had to go through. Yeah, it seems like now we're quickly moving into map 3 here. I feel that. I feel the tiredness. Yeah, it seems like Nazarene opting to go for Circuit Royale here for Escort, which personally is one of my favorite Escort maps because I just get to play Widow the whole time, especially on defense. But we'll see what Nazarene does. I would assume that this may just be 2 Sigmas just kind of going at it for the next 10 minutes or so. We'll see what happens. Like I said, this is just probably just going to be like you do one of 2 things on Circuit. You play a Sigma poke with at least 1 Widow or Hanzo, and maybe another hit scan. Or you play dive, and 9 times out of 10, the dive just doesn't work, and you swap to the Sig poke. So I would assume Sig poke, unless Orisa's just that good that we're just going to see more horse. I mean, in this meta, yeah, you really can't. Yeah, so it seems, yeah, ONU on defense first. Like I said, you see the Sigma poke all the time. Nazarene running the double sniper again. We'll see what happens. I tended not to stick around on Eichenwald that much. Interestingly enough, ONU deciding that they don't necessarily need the Widow either, even though this is, right now is one of her best maps. At least until they rework Circuit Royale, because they said they're going to be doing that eventually. Likely this first part, because it has the most egregious sightlines. Nazarene having the Mercy here seems like a bit of a weird pick until you realize they're probably just going to be pocketing one of their snipers most of the time. Most likely the Hanzo if this Widow is able to hit their shots. Millions trying to hold this corner as much as they can. Nazarene's Widow on that height finds the headshot onto Merm and to Synonym. This is what I mean. Widow just goes wild. on this map. Like there's no tomorrow. Alright, ONU holding back. Because they held close, they do manage to have another fight here before this cart quickly goes through first here. It's trying to get some pressure, making sure none of this team on Nazarene's flanking. An unfortunate kill on a synonym here early. ONU's going to be down one for the foreseeable future. Widow finds another kill onto Harry. And another kill onto Odie. And Hanzo finds a headshot of his own onto Merb. And this is just... yeah, this is what happens when the other team gets to pick circuit. You know they're about to run some devious sniping. Nazarene spy checking for Sidon and Sombra, but he's a little bit too sneaky. Alright, we have some resources coming up here for Nazarene. Oh, finds a kill on the Widow early, but manages to die for it. See, like now at this point, Nazarene's just opted to die quickly here. Or get a little bit more car push in there. Unfortunate kill from Nazarene's Baptiste onto Sinden in there. Nazarene uses the Widow sights as well. Hanzo uses those dragons. May decide to switch here. It looked like those might have been from spawn. It's like ONU with the pressure of these Nazarene ults are just getting pushed back into right outside where that card needs to go. Millions decides to flux. He was looking for that rock. Never mind, the rock's back, but he does manage to find the kill onto the Sig. Managed to stop the res with a massive rock. And the resurgence of ONU in this team fight is it's a spectacle. Hopefully this is where ONU decides to turn it around, although Nazarene does have a full 4 minutes to just push this cart through that little tiny bit more on the second. Yeah, Nazarene did use a lot of resources and it cost them. And now really only have the Gravitic Flux on standby, while ONU coming up on 4 ults. They could easily lock this down for a while. And then they do have a lot of time. Like, a lot can happen. Maybe will happen in 3 minutes. ONU decides to use that Kitsune rush there. Both Sigmas use Kinetic Grasp. Those hands. Merm finds a kill into the Mercy, but Nazarene's Widow finds another kill into Arsenian. Ops use the Gravitic Flux from Nazarene. The Widow is going nuts, even with Merm's Transcendence. That does not protect against Widow headshots. Even still, ONU's trying to make sure all of Nazarene gets back into their spawn. They can't have another fight start here. That's... you hate to see it. You hate to see the DPS go out late. Now Nazarene's back, and they're already up one. Millions forced to use hands, which forces Nazarene to use rock. A big EMP coming out from Synonym here. And another Flux coming out. Opts to get that gravity immortality feed out of the way. Nazarene uses the window as well. Just almost managing to kill Millions. Not quite. Although they did manage to get that resurrection off in the meantime. And this fight has been going on for almost a minute straight. Harry does manage to find a nice clean headshot onto Joel, while Hanzo's dragons once again get built up, and they're just used to take out Merm. That Discord is definitely the backbone here of ONU's comp. Just trying to quickly take out anyone that manages to have that Discord. Harry with a nice clean headshot onto Dr. Jack. Though they do manage to get a resurrection on that, none of them could manage to stop it. Millions looking for some more. Nazarene's trying to get a little bit more card pushed. ONU has to be careful here. Nazarene managed to build that Flux. Millions unfortunately missed the rock, and Harry's going to die for it. Let's see, like Nazarene, if they're going to be able to finally get this through. Though it looks like Millions trying to hold down as much as he can, get as much ult charge. Merm does have, oh, but he dies with the Transcendence. See, like, we're still managing to contest and waste their time here, and now we're only going to see 2.5 minutes here for Nazarene on this point. Hey, still, 3 minutes taken away from Nazarene's time bank here. That's still a very nice hold on second. I gotta say, I feel like this is the biggest change that you tend to see that isn't explicitly mentioned from Season 9, is that teams get ult a lot more. Like, ult rotations can almost be during a full fight. He almost gets a kill on the Dr. Jack there. Saying Nazarene's trying to push up a little bit. Harry sees that Mercy out of position. Marm manages to take the final blow on that. So now Nazarene's looking to back up. They realize, oh wait, ONU's really like that. They were not familiar with our game. Third point's especially difficult to full cap on. It's like King's Row levels of hard to full cap. Just so long as Harry doesn't get picked here by this Hanzo. Wrong DPS, but, you know, still very unfortunate. Alright, ONU looking to back up here. Down there's Sombra, who's getting close to an EMP. Although it looks like we might need to manage these other ults here first. At this point, it's a matter of ONU might have to press Q a little over here. Nazarene looks for a window. Million sights flux and response. Forcing Nazarene to use that immortality and dragons. Alright, Sin managed to find a final blow onto that Sigma, though the Mercy manages to get the resurrection off. Some of the best resurrections are able on that tank. Having that over 600 HP target back into this fight. ONU managed to use it. We're already 30 seconds left, so ONU using the Kitsune here is imperative, trying to push them back as far as they can. Maybe get some final blows here, so Nazarene doesn't have as much resources to touch. We still have that Transcendence for some more contest potential. Let's see, like, Nazarene's gonna be 5 going into this last fight. If one of them has touch, they have to start going now. Oh, a massive rock hitting that Sigma out of Gravitic Flux. It's like their Tracer does manage to touch, but they immediately get killed to a Sojourn right click from Harry. Harry gets another right click onto the Sigma. And now at this point, it's just a matter of cleaning Nazarene up. I gotta say, I was very concerned in those first 2 minutes with that Widow.
Score 0-2. Switching sides.
I feel like that defense was so questionable last point. Because it was just all high ground.
Initiating.
Circuit's kind of like Ike. It's a lot of, like, all the best defensive points are on high ground while the cart goes through low. A lot of the times it's like the tank has to drop and contest to prevent the cart from moving forward while the rest are kind of stuck on height. It's a matter of which window are you looking through on height to stop the cart. A lot of questionable things tend to happen on third.
Ready for battle.
Yeah. Now ONU's back on attack here. Seems like Nazarene's not going to keep the Widow here. Although, hey, they were kind of popping off. I'd say honestly keep the Widow here. That was kind of nice. Yeah, like I said, this is the other option you really have on Circuit is run dive and get everyone off height as soon as you can. That May and Baptiste are going to be pretty diveable targets here. Mercy has that flight potential to get away from all conflict. Hanzo kind of has that lunge. Maybe he'll be able to get away.
3, 2, 1.
But I also did say, like, 9 times out of 10, this dive, you're just going to switch back to a Sig poke eventually. Let's see if ONU can be that 10% here. Yeah, the Sombra Tracer, if they can properly coordinate these dives, the target they look for is going to perish. Looking to dive this Baptiste here. Hacks the Baptiste. Jumps on him. That Baptiste just barely managed to use the Immort, try to get a little more survivability, but now... There you go. Nazarene does manage to resurrect Waffles, however. And see, like, now it's just a matter of only trying to get as much as many of Nazarene's people as they can. Well, it seems like he only really got a net of one final blow there. Millions might have to look to dive here onto the Baptiste again. But it looks like everyone's just turning to look at him. And that Baptiste is going to get the final blow on Millions instead. Yeah, it's simply a matter of ONU needing to coordinate enough of another dive here just that they're able to fully take out one of Nazarene's team members. Alright, playing Tracer a little dangerously there. Sinden trying his best to survive. Mercy almost decides to die just for going after Sinden there. They might... Oh, if that virus hit. If that virus hit. No, they're one! There you go. Woo! And so, the effort that Sombra sometimes has to put in just to get one kill onto people. Feels like you gotta play the Benny Hill theme over it. Alright, ONU managing to push it to second here. Heavy Tracer might be looking for an early pulse here, although Nazarene's coming up onto 5 ults here. We did have to use Primal last fight. So it's a matter of Nazarene not putting too many resources into it here. Alright, Harry decided to try to split Nazarene's attention between the main team and him. Just a good idea. It's what you want to do here. We hit that Nano Monkey with the EMP, and oh my goodness, it is a train wreck for Nazarene here. They still opt to Flux, though. That is strange. I don't think they meant to do that. Oh, never mind. We got a Malga switch coming out from Nazarene. They put him in the dirt, but Vortex is going to play him anyway. They being active was... Oh, almost... Harry Pulse almost managed to find a kill on that Hanzo. This is... Oh my goodness. I swear, Vortex ran in, and within 2 seconds, he was gone. Thank goodness that Mercy managed to res him, although he's trying to put in as much contest as he can. But it is just... ONU is going nuts against Nazarene on this attack with his dive comp. I may have underestimated dive on this map, especially against what Nazarene has to offer here. Finds a kill on the Mercy, too. Millions Monkey is just going wild. That Nazarene is holding nothing back, going for the most high damage comp one can muster in this 5v5 format. Malga, Reaper, Bastion, keeping with that Mercy and add the Moira onto the support backline. Saying, hey, if we can't outmaneuver them because they're dive, we're gonna instead outdamage them, shove as much numbers and bullets down their throats as we can, and this is their last chance to fully stop this cart and not get swept. But it seems like ONU managed to find another 2 final blows on the Reaper and Moira. And now Millions decides to just go in again. Finds a kill on the Bastion. Mao is trying to put in as much work as he can, but he just can't find anything. Someone's got a touch, and it looks like it needs to be this Reaper. But he dies immediately. Someone else needs to touch. Looks like it's that Malga. Harry managed to find a pulse. Doesn't quite manage to stick it. And that is an ONU dub. Go Bears. I feel like we gotta give it to the Widow here. Like, this is where I thought Nazarene was really turning it around. Wow. And 3. 3? Oh, almost 3. I say, that was some of the cleanest monkeying around ONU has ever done, in my opinion. That was... Nazarene just couldn't do anything about it. I have no notes. Go Bears. Good sweep. GG, go next. That's all, yeah. Go Bears.